Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, wherever this finds you, whenever this finds you. Today, we are carrying on with session 51 of our ongoing campaign playing Jeff Talanian's incredible Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea. Now, I don't know why my copy printed backwards like this, but I assure you, if you get your copy, it will not be reversed. With me today are the stars of the night below, the Reavers of Thule campaign. Let me introduce the champions who have been trudging their way across untamed Thule. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? First up, we have Robert.
Yeah, I'm playing Reagan. She's a 5th level, very close to 6th level Kelp Viking Runegraver.
Very nice. And was there something there? I cut you off?
No, I'm good.
And that is all.
That is all.
All right, next up is Colin, a.k.a. Spoit Pit.
Hello, I'm playing Kane the Lion, 6th level finally, a Chimeric Kelp fighter. And there is work to be done.
Most certainly. Next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I'm playing Xanico, a cleric of the Great Feathered Serpent who guarantees the world, out making converts and making new friends for his god, assuming that because sometimes he's good at turning undead, but sometimes the party likes to talk to the undead, and that's pretty fucking weird.
Who have I signed up with? What the? Thanks.
And demons. Don't forget demons.
Oh, and demons, yeah. Making pacts with demons, talking to the undead. Just come on, guys.
Yep. Next up is Carl.
Hello, I'm Carl. I play Iphigenia Acantidoros. She's an Amazonian warlock.
Very nice.
She is also almost 6th level.
Nice. And that's no mean feat with the warlocks, for sure. And last but certainly not least is George.
Hey, I'm George. I'm playing Malo Black, who is a Chimeric Celt Warlock, specifically the Magician subclass of the Warlock, level 6.
Very nice. Now, I can see from your shirt that clearly I only see part of it when the DM smiles, and I'm assuming that means that when the whole world, smiles with, no, all right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I apologize in advance, too, to whoever plays in Hobbs's next game, because he got an idea in last night's session that involves piercers that it does not seem like it's going to end well for the players. So, all right, guys. So we find ourselves yet again in the depths of the Smoking Tower, trying to defeat, or at least find, the lair of its master, Furcus Shoot. What happened last time, guys?
Well, we had gone to the top of the tower previously, and ultimately we decided that rather than just leaving, we would try to defeat Shoot. And so the question was, how did we do that? And we continued to explore and ultimately encountered this humanoid, I'll call him a creature because he's been turned into something through experimentation by Shoot, but his name is Kelkin, who basically gave us the short version of it is he gave us the answer, but only by means of communication that was incredibly limited to just him knocking once for yes and twice for no. So what we discovered, I think Reagan was the one who started to piece things together, is that there's an egg. That's what we're calling it anyway. Some kind of technology, magic/technology, not entirely sure exactly what it is, how it functions, that we need to find. And that is like sort of his phylactery, for lack of a better word. And if we can find that and destroy it, we probably can destroy Shoot at the same time. And the only information we got as a lead was to go to the basement, back to the basement. And find the egg there, and we made it. Thankfully, Xanico remembered the way to go and led us to this spot where we are, where there's a creature that has been assembled around this egg into a giant kind of worm-like being. And as he rose up, we ended the session.
Mm-hmm. So, this is what this creature, of course, looks like. Bizarre amalgamation of squirming and wriggling worms. Now, guys, as you stand before the glass panel or door that leads in, this thing has walked up to you, and it places what passes for its hand on the screen, and you can see there's like goo and whatever that's coming from the wriggling worms. And what happens is the worms end up forming into this shape or series of shapes that are Atlantean lettering. And what the word says is, Malo, you would be the one who can read this. Free me.
Okay, I open the door.
It's like chess. Take your hand off
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That doesn't
Except I
surprise
weren't
me.
kidding.
This was easier than I thought.
Yeah. I relay that to the party to see what everybody thinks, in terms of how we should proceed exactly.
Is that all he said? Is that all he said, Marlo?
That's all I could make out from the gestures that he made. And obviously, Kelkin was someone who we know was experimented on, and there was that deep sadness that we kind of, that vibe that we got from him. So possible something similar happened to this creature. However, I don't trust it, given our last encounter with it. So,
what's the worst that could happen?
just that we have to fight it, I guess. It's a good question.
I mean, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Xanico at the back
point.
rolling his eyes as he realizes exactly what this crew is like.
Where did he go?
Well, do you want to have a plan before we open the airlock?
Yeah, we could always put Kane on one side of the airlock. And wait, does this swing in or out? Door.
This is not a door like you've seen.
Oh, okay. Well, you could put Kane on one side and Carl, or
There's not really
probably,
space on the second
Sorry.
side of the door.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
And I guess the issue is who will be able to attack it other than you, Kane, just because of the positioning.
I mean, we're rushing to the assumption that we're actually going to have to fight this thing. Maybe it wants to come out. Surely it don't want to come out and get splattered by us. Could you ask it a question, Marlo? Could you write on the window and see if it will respond to? I mean, you do all that writing business.
Yes, that is true. I can attempt it to convey some questions via the
Sort
signs.
of like, why should we let you out?
I'll try to gesture in the same way that it gestured to me in Atlantean and ask that question.
Maybe
also,
like,
also
if we
Reagan
let
has
you
chalk.
out, no funny business.
Yeah. Reagan has
Sorry,
chalk if it would go on the window. I don't know if the chalk
think
would
it-
write on the window.
I think it might I might need more space
Okay.
to
Okay.
yeah, but that's good to know.
Okay.
The does anyone have a shield?
Reagan does.
Yeah, I have. Virginia can do the shield and
Well, the reason I
Spear
asked is
sometimes.
the chalk. I'll bet you, like, if you drew on either the front or the side of the shield, that probably
Yeah.
would do a good enough job. If it's a steel
Okay.
shield.
Great.
yeah.
I will. Whoever lends a shield for the task, I will be happy to write on it with the chalk.
Sure. So what?
Volunteer Reagan.
Okay, Reagan offers the shield and the chalk.
Yeah. If, to reflect the size of, if I was a real dick, I'd make you tweet it. It's got to fit. Sorry, 200 and whatever characters. It all fits on the shield, man. All right. Well, what I will have you do is be mindful of the space that you have available on the shield. The strange blue bird icon that is on the front of it. If you could,
That's it.
if you could put the in the chat, what are you gonna ask?
Okay, I'm gonna keep it short. So I may require multi-part questions. So this will be the first one.
Love it.
Several tweets.
Yeah, exactly.
Several. It's a
Yes.
change.
Sorry, I meant to put 1/12.
Yeah, roll
One
for
question in
Roll
5
that
parts.
out. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. My cheapo keyboard fell apart again.
I just got a notification that Dungeon Musings is live.
It is.
Oh, awesome.
We should go do that.
Wow.
Would
Yeah.
have watched that.
That sounds awesome. 1 of
I'm gonna
12.
check that out. I'm gonna check that out right now.
Well played.
Why should we let you out? Yeah.
1 of 20.
And once again, it's wriggling worms that kind of reform themselves into the words, I have knowledge.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep it short here.
You know, and I was going to say, I'll have you read your messages, but like they're tweets, honestly. You can read your tweet out. So what is your next one?
I just typed it in.
Oh, but for the viewers at home.
Oh, would you give this knowledge for your freedom?
Yes. Free.
Okay. I turned to my companion and said, "Now, don't. My understanding was we needed the egg that formed this creature to destroy Shude."
It might not be this egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
This could be this could be the guardian of that egg, but it could also.
You could ask it, do you wish to destroy Shude?
Yeah, because he's got to have some beef with Shoot. He's got to have some
Yeah.
beef with Shoot.
Yeah.
And then the enemy of my enemy, still my enemy, but useful right now.
Yeah. So I'm asking, do you wish to destroy Shude?
Yes. Shoot is my enemy.
Oh, is that how it's actually spelled?
Yep.
There you go.
Oh my god! I gotta change all my
Just
notes.
showing
Going
off
back.
now.
But none of us
30
have come close.
Yeah, you're thinking Shude like shrewd.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking shoot like dude. No, actually, not dude. Dude spelled D-O-D.
Hopefully your wife is taking the lead on teaching your son to spell.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We don't really use X's in English. So.
Yeah.
No, this
That's
is
right.
a Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So basically that's really all we need to know, other than will it attack us because we asked Kelkin if he would attack us if we let him out, and he said yes.
That'd probably be the English.
Yeah. I might ask one more question, which is just about the phylactery, whatever we want to call it. Is something like, the egg, however we say, is something like that what we need to kill Shude? Something like that.
I mean, if he wants to be free for his knowledge, he's probably not going to tell us.
Let's just let the guy out. Give him a
I'm gonna
break.
I'm gonna let him up. I'm gonna ask this one last question, just so I do it, which is, will you attack us if we free you?
Oh, you're a hard taskmaster.
Well, it's not even that. I just have a vivid memory of the last time we dealt with this.
What the heck is a scent?
Will you attack us if we free you?
Mhm.
No.
Okay.
Good enough. Maybe.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
believe
I don't have any reason to not believe him specifically, so I'm for letting him out.
Yep.
he signs that.
Oh, jeez.
If I were him, I would be asking if we were going to attack him. But he obviously doesn't know us very well.
He didn't get the memo, did he?
Yeah,
He might be very confident in his own abilities. Who knows?
yeah, that's true.
All right. So what should we do? Should we?
Should we chuk, get him?
Well, and where do we want to converse with him? Do we want to? Because this hallway is obviously pretty narrow. Should we try to enter, or should we try to? I guess he's going to want to leave. So do we want to back out?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we want a bit of space, don't we? I think if we.
What if we backed out, but Kane was standing in front of this doorway, so he couldn't just leave? So if he was out, if we all went back out to this hallway, and then we left him basically here, if he came out that far, but then we could block his way so that he can't just run past and get out of here. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go out into that room where Banako is standing presently, I'm happy to open the door.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if happy is really the word, but I've got no problem opening the door.
Maybe we could ask him to stand back while we open the door, or should we show that we trust him?
Yeah, I feel that would show weakness. I know I'm not into showing weakness. So, Iphigenia, did you want to remain here, or did you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I will open the door then. Can I do the noise, Kev? Can I please?
This will be more akin to at least the
It's a Star Trek door.
Yeah, Star Trek door sound is what we need in the script.
It's like a.
All right.
Got a couple of extras behind the scenes.
Next thing you know, we're gonna have Jeffrey's tubes. And...
Yeah.
I didn't because you're not on Discord anymore, Colin. But you'll appreciate that. Yesterday I was taking my nap, and I'm sitting out with the dog, and I can hear in the next room my son's playing video games with his cousin, and I can hear him doing voices and sound effects to try and get his cousin to laugh. And my comment was, "The apple really doesn't fall far."
This guy in 3, 2,
Exactly.
1.
Okay, so as soon as it opens, the thing that hits you first, Kane, is the smell from in here.
Oof.
It's
Right.
It is rotten.
Or oof. Yeah.
And then this thing more sloughs forward than it does walk. And
yeah, I'll just get out of his way. I'll get out of his way.
It looks at you, and you can feel like the worms have formed a kind of face in here.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
and what you feel is that almost as if one of the hundreds, if not thousands, of worms that makes up this thing's form, its eyebrow arcs with one worm going up, and it sort of does. Its head moves up, and it looks you up and down, and then gestures, like as if to say, "Will you move?"
Yeah. I'll move wherever. I'll just nod and step back graciously or whatever, and gesticulate along the corridor. I might even just do a little. I'll do a little bow, I'll do a little.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
I moved.
After you, sir.
Raises itself up to a full height, dripping little worms and whatnot behind it as it goes, left wriggling on the floor, and it walks its way out. And then
Follow.
it stops, and one of its hands, or at least one of its limbs, goes up, and some of the worms form digits, and light flashes around this thing.
Nice trick.
And it looks to you all, and you can see that it's moving. Some of the worms around the bottom part of what it would be its face are moving as if trying to speak, but it's not really working. So it stops, and let's see here. What are the? It looks, shakes its head, and it starts making its way down in this direction.
So I assume we follow.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Do we know which direction? Have we been down this way before?
This goes down to the boiler room, I think.
No, its boiler room is back to the main.
I don't know if we ever went.
There's another one of those labs, I think.
Yeah.
Things.
Maybe we just never got down there.
His hand, or what passes for it, touches the side there. And then... Colin?
Hello? Oh,
door slides.
Yeah, the door.
We gotta fire our ADR guy.
That's right.
The extras pulling the ropes were out of time with the guy going the.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
The guy's talking to some craft
Read it.
services girl. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, I get to pull the doors on all these shows. Hey. Oh, God. So...
I thought those were real. I didn't think a person actually pulled them. I thought,
Wow.
I know, shattering the illusion from 50 years ago, 70 years ago.
I mean, maybe in the original series they had people, pull them, but now, I mean, we have automated doors.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
It's just easy. It's just honestly easier to literally physically pull them.
yeah. Well, isn't it? It's all built out of plywood, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 So
What?
I know.
I know. Sorry.
What?
I know, man. It's bad, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, George,
Well,
you
that
ruined
also
it.
means-
You ruined it for me.
The
All right.
the what do you call it? The crew can still get away with accidentally forgetting to open the door and letting someone walk into it.
First,
The main
first
reason.
first you make funny dice with strange symbols on them, and bring it into our genre, and now you dispel my fantasy about Star Trek.
Sorry. I know.
However, if you want to see, have you seen the UAE, United Arab Emirates? Their control room looks like a Star Trek bridge. It's probably actually better quality than the.
Yeah. I
Well,
would
what is that? What was that movie with the guy from Tool Time, right? That the aliens thought that, even though it was
Galaxy
aliens
Quest.
thought it was real.
Yeah.
Galaxy Quest. They
Brilliant.
reconstructed it, and it was better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than the,
There's a really
Great.
good
probably didn't have.
there's a good documentary about that film. Really, really good. Fucking Harold Ramis was supposed to direct at one point.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah. Okay.
So before I step in there, Kev, I do look in to see what kind of environment that chamber is.
Yeah. It's similar to what you got him out of. There's another inert
Okay.
cocoon in there, but he
Okay.
walks over, and what he does is he finds something on the ground amongst the husks of dead beetles here, and he pulls up what looks like, honestly, like a robot's faceplate, and he
Oh.
places it on him, and the worms kind of hook around this thing. So he's got this strange sky metal mask on, and then he turns towards you and says to Malo, "There then, that's better," in Atlantean.
I say must have been distressing to not be able to speak for so long.
Yes, and he holds up his hand of worms. That was the most disconcerting thing.
I like him.
Malo just nods his head and fair point.
Who are you people? I
So
am,
I'm gonna
of
be
course,
by-
grateful. But
I'm going to be translating back and forth so my party knows what's being said.
So he strides forward and talking as he goes. We need spend no further time in here. No.
Very well.
No.
Lead the way.
Yeah, I suggest, Paula, that you update him on our confrontations with this guy. And
Yeah. I'll be basically following him and trying to explain what's been happening.
Who are
Like
you?
he's like,
You, and he gestures to Xanico. I recognize your kind. The rest of you. What are you? Who are you?
we are from another time and place. We are not exactly sure. We are lost here and trying to return home.
And that stops him in mid-stride, and he turns. Lost travelers, then.
Yes.
yeah. I mean, do we know what those things are called? Do we call them elder things?
I think you guys were calling them, or at least we had it listed as the sleepers.
Oh yeah, we are captured by the sleepers, and I point in the general direction of the tower. Hopefully, Mallow will translate.
Yeah, I'll translate for it.
You
Yeah.
could
And
even draw a rough outline, if you like. You remember from your nightmares what these things look like.
and we escaped, and now we are here. But that's the gist of it.
Would Xanico, would it be worth trying to speak to him in your own language? If he recognizes you, would he understand your language? Maybe.
We could try.
I mean, we don't understand his language.
Yeah, Marlowe's translating.
we're like reading the subtitles right now.
Yeah, but it just kind of got Kane's imagination when he said he recognises Xanico kind. I'm just sort of wondering why he recognises Xanico's kind. And perhaps,
Yeah. It's worth trying.
We know his kind. Before I became this, I was a contemporary of Shude's. He turns to Xanico and says, "What did you give the language or the name for your language, Xanico?"
Oh, I haven't named it. I just called it local languages plus common.
This is the dialect of the Keishu region. They speak.
Lots of places. The peoples call them. Their name for the people is just like us or the people or something like that. So I figured that's probably it. Just it's the word for like words.
Yeah.
Right.
So he turns to you and says, in an accented version of your tongue, What people do you come from? The Jaguar folk? The Sky Collars?
My tribe calls themselves the keepers of the covenant. And that's why we're special for the worship of the feathered serpent versus the other people who have fallen to other.
Yeah. I don't know of your folk, but I know of your... And he gestures towards the symbol. Faith. Did you lead these people here? He says it's in your language.
Not quite. I was separated from a party of my kinsmen and ended up traversing the wilderness alone when I came across this crew, and we were near to the Ferkashude's tower, and they decided to investigate it, hoping to find some clue to return back to their home and perhaps me to return to mine.
You're either brave or foolish. Your kind learned long ago to avoid the smoking tower.
We've been encountering lots of things that I've heard about in rumors and myths and never seen for my own eyes.
What do they wish? Are they bandits? Does the master of the tower still live?
That's a kind of philosophical debate, perhaps?
Speak plainly. The shoe.
By which I mean, so Furcus Shoed seems to be some type of gaseous or semi-gaseous being at this point. It
Yes.
travels through the air ducts
Yes.
and comes after us and fires spells off at us.
Yes.
And that form of him is still around. We haven't destroyed the gaseous being.
He looks around, and you can see he's looking up. Whatever Zanico and this thing said, it's at least it's agitated this walking.
Yeah, I'll just
worm.
add in common for my buddies. He's asking about Furcus Shoed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Reagan is still keeping an eye on the vents.
Yeah. So he looks over at or looks back to Malo and says, "This one brought you here." And he gestures to Zanico.
Not exactly. We were looking for any means of return to where we came from, and the only thing that we saw on the horizon that we thought could potentially lead us back was this tower. The only sort of civilization we saw in all directions. So we decided to try our luck, and obviously we found ourselves in a very different situation than we expected. But now we wish to defeat Shoed.
You wish to defeat him.
Yes.
Are you powerful?
We have survived his tower. He is all that remains that threatens us
We
and
sent
those who
him
come here.
playing a couple times.
You have survived thus far.
Yes. We believe we can destroy him.
To face Shoed in his lair is to invite capture or worse. Would you see yourself? And he, kind of gestures, and worms still fall to the ground and then wriggle to rejoin the mass. You should follow me, and we should leave.
Can you tell us who you are and how you came to be here and in this state?
I am Nargun Harovax. Or I was. Now I am the worm that walks. Shoed did this to me. Though I helped craft the means of my destruction.
So you were working with Shoed on that, and he betrayed you?
Yes.
Or you were working on it separately? Uh-huh.
The rest of these, the looks on their faces, they don't know our tongue.
No, this is why I must translate for them so they know what we are discussing.
And how? Are you of our tribe?
No, but I come from an ancient order that is steeped in the knowledge of the Atlantean tongue and its culture.
So you are not one of us.
No, who are you?
I am Nargan. I am the worm that walks. I will be master of the smoking tower.
I convey that to my companions. I do not think we have
We don't have a claim
problem
on
with
this. I
that.
don't care.
Yeah, we just wish to destroy Shoed.
And you
leave
will
here.
serve me.
We do not wish to remain here. As I said, we are travelers seeking a way to return to our homes.
You're fools who are lost. And alone in this world, you will die.
We are lost, but we are not lost. We have not died yet. Sorry, Reagan.
You can't there's no expression on the metallic faceplate that's serving as his face, but he kind of stops and remains stationary for a moment, as if studying you and perhaps making a decision. You say you would bring the fight to Shud.
That's correct.
Where would you go?
The location of the battleground on which to fight Shud we have not determined. We were hoping that that was the knowledge that you might be able to provide, that you promised in exchange for the freedom we have given you.
I have given you knowledge.
We need knowledge to defeat this Shud, and I see that you wish him to be defeated as well. If you can tell us how to do that, we will carry it out to the best of our ability.
He kind of leans forward. Had I known, you think I would be this now?
But you seem to have some knowledge of how to construct these kinds of technology. I thought you might have an understanding of how to destroy it.
And you think your degenerate kind would have the first idea how to grasp the genius of Nargan?
All I know is you were trapped inside a tiny room and we were not. And we were the ones who had the power to free you, and we did so. So our minds can grasp quite a bit.
Yes. Pressing a button. Impressive.
Marlowe, tell him he couldn't press the button, though, could he?
Yeah, I will convey that in Kane's exactly the way he said it, same intonation.
He says, "Yes, but I am out now." And he gestures, and this like bluish greenish glow manifests around him, and then subsides. So there's just a slight shimmer.
Was that anything that Marlowe would have recognized as magic?
Definitely cast a spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm stepping up.
I thought that might happen. My friend will speak to you now with his hammer.
So, Marlowe, ask him, does he know how to defeat Shud or not? Because we're in the business of defeating Shud. We've let him out. I'm not about to serve anybody. I'm not frightened by his magic.
And I'll translate that all directly.
All you can hear is this strange, like, as you're explaining it to him, as you're translating the threat, you can hear this raspy, like robot sounding. And there's no expression on the face either, so it still is just that. And he leans forward, and part of the metallic face is shrouded in darkness. And he says, "Then you will face Shud." Alone. And he gestures and casts a spell and then drifts up 5 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys wish to do anything?
I turn to Kane. What do you think?
Well, I'm not serving him.
No.
Yeah.
He's leaving.
Neither am I. Should we let him escape, though?
Yeah. Let him rock on.
Yeah.
Still got a demon to talk to.
And I don't want to use up our resources if we don't have to.
Okay.
He may return, but we can deal with him then.
All right. So the worm that walks flies out the door. Then.
So it's misdescription, really.
Yeah.
He's the one that flies.
Worm that drifts.
Right.
Yeah, all those
Your name's
maggots
stupid!
all those maggots metamorphosed into flies.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that went well.
We released an evil.
That's fine. Maybe.
I mean, we could allow him to defeat Shude.
He didn't attack us. He said he wouldn't attack us. He didn't attack us.
Yeah.
He
I mean, we could have said, yeah, sure, we'll serve you, and then don't. I mean,
yeah.
I think the bottom line was he wasn't going to tell us how to defeat Shude.
because he didn't know
thought we couldn't understand. He didn't, maybe, or he didn't think we would understand, or we were beneath, ability to understand that.
Anyway, it's kind of wrong to keep him shut in here. But I've got no problem releasing him. It's still raining on Shude's parade, so let him go. Let him go and do what he wants to do.
Yeah, that is a good point. He's still an enemy of our enemy.
Yeah. So that just leaves a demon now.
Yeah.
The matter of demon. Yeah, to resolve.
There is a demon.
I'm on a roll. We're on a roll, guys. Come on.
Kane's taking this pretty well because now you have to make friends with his friend.
Yeah, right.
Guys, sorry. Guess Kevinvention's our only option here.
And this interaction went so well. What could go wrong with the demon?
It'd be fine.
All right.
One of the things that likely occurs to you, I mean, like, what if you were to characterize the sentient things that you have met thus far in the tower? Would you characterize them as damaged or not?
Damaged.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
Damaged
In
to
different ways.
Yes.
So,
Well, different, Kelkin was damaged in a very different way, but clearly damaged.
Yeah.
So kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys wish to do now?
Well, we came down here to find one of these eggs. Have we got any ideas? I mean, is that plan still good or no?
Well, have we looked? We haven't looked everywhere down here yet, right?
No.
Might as well look.
And we could start by just going back into the chamber we just came from, where he got that mask, and see if there's a egg in there. This one down here.
Yeah.
That way.
Okay. So, you guys make your way down into that, and once again, you've been plunged into darkness.
Yep.
Oh, we used the new dynamic lighting yesterday for the maps, and it's got this really great. It's in this one. It's called Advanced Fog of War in the current version, but in the new version they call it Exploration Mode or Explorer Mode. And basically, as you go along, it leaves the rest of the map available for the players to look at, but it doesn't show the tokens that are there. So that if you guys aren't mapping, you can still scroll out, or like zoom out, and you can see the actual layout of the map. It's really nice.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
so
cool.
it reflects your memory of the space without the up-to-date details.
Yep.
Without having
That's
to
awesome.
rely on making actual maps.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, that is good.
All right. So what you can see in here is near where Nargan, or the worm, looked. There is another one of these things in here. You may remember there was another one in the northernmost chamber as well, too.
Yeah. I mean, I think we probably should just regularly think we should collect these
Yeah, we might as well, but she also wants to compare it directly to the one she has. And, see if there are any obvious differences or any differences.
I mean, the material seems very much the same. It's picture a wasp's nest made up with instead cords of what do you call it? Like poly wire and other strange steel laced fabric. The thing that is different is this one. The one here is larger than the one that you took from the wall.
Okay.
It's about the one that you have is maybe about a third the size of this one.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the only thing what do we think these things actually are to shoot? We know what they are to the things that like the worm that flies or whatever. He has to have it to basically maintain his shape. At least that's what we're assuming. Shoot doesn't need it to move around, but do we think that keeps him? I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if these are linked directly to something, or like if we used one of these, if we use the new one that we just found on, to put in place of, the worm-like creature, would he still be the same thing? I don't know if I'm getting at what I'm trying.
Well, I've got a hunch that maybe these things draw the disparate elements like worms or gases, and make them more solid, more corporeal. So perhaps he's worried about it because it will make him form up into a more substantial thing that we can then take action against. I don't know, but maybe.
That does make sense to me. This way, he would not be able to escape if it kept him here.
He wouldn't be able to go back down his chute or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How to operate these things is a different story. I have no idea how to make it function, or if it just functions on its own. I mean, it seems like they are inert, and then some trigger happens that causes them to form up with whatever is around it.
So
was there a place that we had like a bunch of dead worms and bugs and other things? There was like one of these hallways.
There's some in here too, right?
Yep. Yeah. In the northernmost of the cells as well. Remember, it was flying insects, wasps or something.
So we could perhaps tumble.
And there was another one.
Yeah. We could perhaps like put one of these in a room with that and see what happens.
Well, there is one in here, and the room is filled with dead beetles.
Yeah, okay. But they're dead.
So
it might be living.
So it might what?
Oh, they might need living things for that to happen.
I don't know if I'm not sure if that was true, or if it used whatever was around it.
Okay.
I can't.
Just test it out and see.
Yeah. I do not know how to cause it to take effect, or whatever the best way to put it is.
Yeah.
So she kind of turns one of these over in her hands, and she's just seeing if like there's any pieces that seem to move.
No.
Like it's all like a solid piece. Okay.
Can any of you sense whether anything's got life? Can you know if something's like alive or not alive? Is this an inert thing, or is it a living?
best I can do is just sense magic to see if there's magic within it, and not just technology. So, which I'll do. I'll just put my hand over it and see if I'm picking up any magical emanations.
There are none.
Okay, so I think this is some kind of strange technology, not magic.
Carl, you're our only resident hard sciences scientist here. Am I correct in thinking that there is, in the hard sciences, a division between research and experimentation?
I mean, you use experimentation to conduct research, but there's like a difference between, I would say, research and engineering, right? You go to the prototype from developing like a research protocol, I would say.
So, given what you guys have come across in the course of exploring the Smoking Tower, what type of science would you think is being performed here?
Well, experimentation. I mean, it's
Biology, isn't it?
not really.
What I mean more is in the generalities of whether that is experimentation. And if it's, as Carl says, where there's experimental engineering with involves a trial and error process.
Mm-hmm.
Or the names
Yeah, I
of
mean,
the
I think all these are like one-offs or prototypes. It seems to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So
And
they're one of a kind things, you know.
Yeah. And we know he had an ultimate end game, so these may have been steps along the way to discovering what he needed to know in order to achieve that ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And are prototypes always successful?
No, I mean it looks like a lot of failed experiments, right? You just,
Yeah, so
Trying- this guy's
he's
like
going through
trying
some
things.
sort of iterative process of ongoing process here. And we've not noticed whether there was a kind of like a version 1, version 2. Have we noticed if
Yeah.
there's any?
Well, I mean, the one thing we did notice was that the worm, whatever his name was, obviously is a lot more aware, a lot more than some of the other things we ran into. I mean, that might have been the end game of these things, is to be able to give form, basically allow something to live forever in some manner. And
I mean, it seems like he was trying to manipulate
yeah.
human form to do X, and maybe he is the final prototype.
So like
Yeah.
the beetle or the room with the flies and all the dead beetles, that was just like a failure that just died off.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
The worm guy stayed and
Yeah.
kind of worked, but
Yeah. And Kelkin,
Well-
same thing.
Like a
Yeah. So, well, remembering that Kelkin said that the secret was down here. Now, I'm trying to remember. He said something about the fact that we were looking for we were looking for another egg, but we asked him specifically, is another egg the way to destroy him? And I think he said yes and no. Like it was ambiguous. It was like that might be the path, but it might not be the method.
maybe.
Yeah, he told us specifically that we needed something similar to the egg to destroy Shude, and we would find it in the basement.
Okay.
does nobody else think that it's significant that there's a demon down here under, like, captured demon? That seems.
I
No
do think it's
accident.
significant.
I think it is significant.
I mean, it was part of
like
his
an
notes.
infernal engine or something like that.
Mhm.
And he was trying to fuse kind of demonology and technology. So, yeah, I mean, your friend may know something as well.
You might know something about these.
You can hear the buzzing, those flies in the box are
yeah,
still...
Yeah, the flies in the thing. So what were they like again, Kev? So they're like little.
Well, you haven't opened the box yet. You just can hear them buzzing around in there.
What is the box? What's the nature of this box again?
So it's like a very carefully designed, like little hardwood box with a sliding lid. You slide it back, put things inside, and slide it closed.
Bring one of the eggs closer to it, and just see if they react differently. I mean,
no apparent difference. You bring it to the one that you have, Reagan. Yeah. You bring it to the one near the beetles.
Yeah. No. Okay.
And these little boxes were hidden under that desk or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
That's a bit weird as well.
Shoot is insane.
Yeah, but somebody was definitely up to something. That was like, you weren't supposed to have them little flies in the box hidden under your desk. That's like...
Yeah. Well, okay, so my suggestion, well, we have two options. We can either look through the rest of the basement before we confront the demon, or we go and confront the demon.
I like it.
I mean,
or we leave.
I am fine with exploring further, and then, if necessary, going back to our demonic friend. Caravanchian, I think is his name.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to close a door a little bit tighter.
What do the rest of the party members think? Zanico, Iphigenia, what do you think we should do?
I mean,
well, there's another lab down here that we haven't even looked at all. And there's the other room in the boiler room that we haven't gotten to, right?
Yeah.
It's
worth exploring.
And we only went through the entrance door. We haven't gone through the other door in there to look at what's behind there. And he protected that door with a spell at least one time, if I remember correctly. The second door. So seems like going to the demon is sort of our last resort.
Yeah, that's fucking...
Kev, something just popped into my head. This was not the only tower like this, right? In this region?
Wasn't. I think so, right?
Yeah.
Or was it? Okay, I thought there were multiple of these for some reason. Okay.
Nope.
Just this
Got
one.
it.
There's other like Atlantean stuff in.
Okay, got it. Maybe that's what it
Yeah,
was.
Zanico can tell you there's other... in the time since, it was Gwen and... Who was the other one who was not captured?
It was Chael.
Yeah. And what's right, Amar?
Amar,
Yeah,
right, Amar and Gwen
were not captured.
Yeah. It's Chael. I was running. I'm like, why do I know?
I know.
So yeah, Amar and Gwen, they'll tell you that they've seen, on the other side of that river when they traveled further north, there was a technological ruin there as well too. But there are, from what Zanico says, this whole land is littered with them.
Okay. I was just thinking, the only thing I had in mind was if it's, you might not have, maybe this is a little more knowledge than Reagan would have had, but the idea of not doing, your lab for experimentation might not be the same place that you would have your, applied research or whatnot, where you're taking your experimentation and turning it into like actual production type thing. But I was just thinking maybe there's another lab somewhere.
That's assuming you're a little further along in your game of Civ than
yes.
This.
Yeah, but you kind of know where I'm getting this at. The only reason I brought that up is that it might be that he did work here and then put the actual applied, had the applied work somewhere else. But
Arlen, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, doesn't seem to be a lot of evidence of other interaction with other elements of Atlantean civilization or stuff, right? It seems fairly self-sustaining, right? They build their robots to do all the work for them. The chapel down here or whatever it is with the altar has Furka's shoot on it and not like some other leader that is higher ranking or anything like that. To me, this place seems like it's designed to be pretty self-sustaining, not like one outpost of a larger.
Where's that altar?
It is a little ways around, so we go out and back to the spiral, and then up a door, and then back to the east, and then that's where the room with the altar is.
Yeah, you would almost think that maybe he would have his phylactery there. Anyway,
so let's just take one step back. We've heard a lot of talk about phylactery.
Or whatever. Yeah.
That's an awful lot of player knowledge that I'm not sure characters would have in this. Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard Conan say he's going to look for the phylactery. He more accidentally stumbles across it and destroys it.
Right.
I kind of think talking about demons is potentially more knowledge than Kane would have as well. I think.
No, there's.
But
like Ixian's truck with demons.
Yeah, Iffy and Malo could definitely have filled you in on that source of information.
Oh, okay.
I think
they would have to have filled me in though, because I don't think.
I think it's a reasonable inference for you guys to have drawn that these for the characters to think that the what do you call them? Yeah, the eggs or as you're calling them have a connection with his power, especially with what you've seen down here. Yeah. But to apply it as being like hidden his phylactery and stuff, that seems a lot more.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, I don't mind that.
Way to describe it is that there's some sort of.
I mean, if we think
she's not thinking that we have to destroy it, but she's thinking like,
guys. If you hear someone else talking, stop talking because all it is just noise. So, Arlen, you were saying you first. What are you saying?
Well, I don't think it's unreasonable for us to think about, because it seems like so much of this technology has had to do with the relationship between like the spirit or soul and the physical world.
Yep.
That we can definitely assume, or we can hope that if there is a way to defeat Shude, it is through some piece of technology or magic or demonology that is physical, that we could destroy or damage or something like that. Phylactery is the term for liches, right? That's what they. Yeah. So I don't know. We probably wouldn't call it that. We would just call it the Shude life gem or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we know about ghosts, right? I mean.
Yeah.
So, and ghosts are tied to something.
Yeah.
Usually to destroy them permanently. That's about all we would know, I would say.
So what Reagan was... Go ahead.
Go ahead, Robert.
No, I was just going to say, so what Reagan was thinking, not so much that would destroy it, but she was just trying to think where the most important... Like, if there's an egg that's the most important to shoot, where it might be. And when somebody mentioned the altar, that's, it could be hidden somewhere inside it. It could be... Something like that is what she's thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, we explored it pretty well. Zanico's suggestion would be to go to the door that he trapped, because it seems like he would have trapped it if he didn't think there was something.
I didn't think there was something important behind it.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you headed then, guys?
Zanico, do you want to lead us?
Yeah, I'm happy to lead the way.
Yeah, you probably should.
Those feathers, do they come from a canary or
right behind you?
Yeah, everybody else, Iffy and Kane.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Up along here. And then before we go through each doorway, I'm going to gesture for Mallow to check just to make sure, since we're talking about the traps anyway, it piqued my mind that if there's any chance that he has restored his ability to trap doors, this would be the time to use it.
Both Iffy and Malo would have a chance to do that. The way I'll measure that is I'll just raise the chance on a d6 by 1 because you guys are working in concert.
Cool.
Okay. As far as you can tell, nothing with this.
Malo, you're smarter.
Well, I'll take any help I can get, though.
Okay. Yep, that
I
door
don't
seems
think you
free.
see me. Yeah.
All right, I will go through the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And then this little kind of S
I love the
shape.
timing of that. I'll go through the doorway and I hear in the background, no! Oh. Darwin will be credited as the Greek chorus in our next session.
I'll let Mallow and Iphigenia come
Yeah.
up.
He's trying to get enough credits to get into SAG. So.
Hey, we're happy to provide him his first credit.
No, he appreciates it.
Yeah.
All right, and then through this doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do the same thing. I'll just double check for Zanico before he goes through.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're uncertain for this one.
I would be careful. In fact, I will go first if you wish, Zanico.
Okay, I will let Mallow go first.
Okay.
So I'll make my way going through.
So you carefully step through it.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I just had a bad feeling, so hopefully nothing happens.
No, it's whatever we can do to avoid.
Avoid you getting hit.
Well, just avoid generally those lightning. I mean, I'm all out of healing spells. Just so you guys know, the Feathered Serpent's not answering my calls right now. So,
Thank you for calling Feathered Serpent Hotline. Your call is important to us.
all right, and then we've got this door that we closed when he tried to fireball us. So I guess we can check that and open it.
Move up and check it.
Okay. Let's see. You're not sure on this one either.
Same situation as last time, so I'll step through first. So I'll be the one to open it.
Okay. Chuk, 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 chuk. Chuk, 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 chuk. And then in 1, 2. Oops. Oop. The whole world's
Fang
shifting. There you go.
Fang Dragon.
3. Oh man, we got to use our first AD&D 2 dragon, kind of, in our legacy game. The breath weapon is no fucking joke.
Yeah.
Okay. So the lights are completely off, although you can still hear the sound of machinery moving or working in here. And there are some lights you can see, strange reflections of lights from various consoles.
I will step through and then come over to here and say, so up here is the one where Kane damaged it.
Yep.
There's this kind of big, it's like a big console, and there's like a crystal thing that has electricity playing or has energy playing over it. And Kane did something to the console at one point, and it kind of like accelerated or seemed to be behaving more aggressively. It doesn't look like that now, or it looks like it's calmed down.
It looks like, the lights are less agitated. It's the same sort of like, honestly, like I've got in my mind a like original series Star Trek console. It's just, like
Just randomly flashing lights.
Yep, that are going all over. Back and forth.
And the door in the lower left. I'm sorry.
Closed.
There's stuff along those lines around here and around here. And then there is this doorway, and I don't remember if the door is still trapped or not. So I'm going to stand back here and let Mallow observe.
Yes.
I'll take a look at it.
That door is most definitely trapped.
Yeah, trapped. Does anyone have the ability to dispel magics? I do not.
I could attempt to dispel the magic with this chair.
We can't. I think we may have to.
Yeah.
Kane's already like holding up the chair as he says it. It's like,
Yeah, Milo's
I
already
just
backing away.
imagine
Yeah,
this
yeah,
chair.
yeah. Zanico out of the line of fire.
I'll
Well, that-
back off.
Kane's walking forward. Maybe we should have a conversation about this. Ugh.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so, Kane, you're gonna be there when you throw it.
See, what I might try and do is, I can't remember how it worked now, but what I might do is I might stand here
Yeah.
and do like
Right, kind of
more like a hammer throw kind of
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
fling it.
Okay. So, why don't you give us a give us a strength check, or test rather.
Okay.
Oh no! I
Oh, we have astonishing fortune
You
now.
have 5 points of astonishing fortune.
think that's worth astonishing fortuning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing.
Okay. He throws his back out doing it. Oh, jeez. Oh. Where's the potion of Robaxaset? Oh. I speak from experience with that. All right. So yeah, you hit the wall, and then what happens is there is, as you've seen before, a massive discharge of lightning that goes out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, once again, I don't have the. Look at that. Hey? ILM ain't got nothing on us. Oh, boy. All right.
We got Industrial Light and Magic working on effects for us.
Exactly.
Nice.
Oh, man. Okay, so the thing explodes out. It actually, this panel over here completely explodes from where the lightning hit it, and sends sparks off, lighting up the room very briefly, and then it falls back down, and there is just that door remaining.
Kane always has a massive smile on his face when that stuff's happening. It's like you
Why can't we open more
know he
doors
gets
this way?
excited when things are blowing up.
So, what you find is that this door is different from the others because there does not appear to be any turning mechanism.
And
There doesn't appear to be any door or panel on the side of it. There appears to be a small slit on the right side around where you would enter like a key. But it's unlike anything you've seen before. About that wide.
what is this nonsense? We'll have to stove the door in.
So let's contemplate that on our mid-session break. So, for those listening home, we'll be back momentarily, and then we will check in the chat, and then jump in and see how our guys handle the danger of the door. All right. Let's see what's going on. What? I gotta stay. And chat. Happy weekend, everybody. Hope the weekend is off to a great start for you. Jeffrey, what's going on? Pandar, how you doing? Nice. Congrats on getting another game done. Brian, morning. Big storm in the park last night. Well, hope you stayed warm. Flippin' love. Thanks, human. That's great. Glad you're enjoying. Yeah, Ash is a terrific game. And Paulo, hello. Howdy, howdy. Welcome from Brazil. Okay. So. Let's see here. Just that a scooch. And I can take a look at my... Hey, Carl, did you say that you ran East Texas before? The Savage World setting? Oh, you might be muted.
I have not.
You've not? Okay.
Yeah, I have not. No.
I can't remember. There's someone in the roster who said they had run it at some point, and I want to know if it was worth picking up or not.
No, I like Paleo Mythic. It's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, cool. That's great to know.
I heard you talking about it yesterday. People complain about something, either the combat or the experience, how experience is done. And I haven't quite wrapped my hand around it, but I do like. There are a lot of options and things to do. I like they have actually a good selection of potential Paleolithic weaponry, like from flint knives to sword axe. Basically macho weedles.
Yeah.
Axes, right? So
is there
cool.
is crafting a part of the game then?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
There are certain builds you can have that you craft things. I guess you buy talents to say you can craft things. Right? So.
Well, yeah. The reason I was asking is I got Jackals this week, and I absolutely love it. I saw a review on it afterwards. I was trying to find the name of the system it's based on, and I found a review on RPG.net that basically was trying to compare this to RuneQuest Glorantha, and I don't think that's like it uses the same system and it's a Bronze Age thing, but like it doesn't feel like RuneQuest Glorantha has never struck me as something that's trying to recapture Bronze Age sensibilities and then add on the world. Like it's about the mythic stuff and happens to be set in a Bronze Age setting because that's sort of what fits with those kind of things. This is not that. Like it's trying to just have a low fantasy setting that is set in a Bronze Age setting that has like, So
is it like real world or its own world?
No, it's its own world, but I mean, like there are strong parallels to the different. Like there is a Israelite kind of Canaanite tribe in it. There is a ersatz, ancient or classical Greece setting in it, or a culture. There's a classical ancient Egypt or classical Egypt or culture, and there's effectively like a Bedouin type culture in it. But then it's set up in the jackals are the name given to the basically the adventurers, and it's explicit that jackals are sort of on the outskirts of all of these very formalized societies. Yeah. So like each of the other ones has sort of a spot in it, but and it's only 3 generations off from the like ersatz Israelites casting out this like evil magical empire of man beasts, and the name of the I'll tell you that, and then we'll get back to the game here. But the name of it is just, it's so evocative. Where is it here? Where's the glossary here? It is not buried in it. Oh, Barak Barad. Barak Barad is the former Takan Empire that's in the Zaharets. The Zaharets is the region where it's set. And Zaharets mean land of risings. And there's a really unique, 2 unique magic systems for each of the 4 different cultures that you can come from. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of stuff they cram into the small book. There's really interesting rules for narrative meta currency, for combat uses this cool thing called clash points. And so, as heroes, you have clash points that you can spend to take extra actions or do, power attacks or, piercing attacks or do more damage or whatever. You also use clash points to defend. So if you want to make someone attacks you and you want to make it a contested thing, you have to spend clash points for it. So there's a fun currency that you're managing, how aggressive you fight and whatnot with it. And then as you get more skilled, you'll access other potential ways of using those clash points. And exhaustion functions on that. And then there's also a measure of, it's a stat called metal, which is sort of like your toughness or your hardiness, and that goes down with travel and other things. But then you have your hit points, which are your wounds, and you also have valor. And valor is kind of like the way that Dragon Heresy has a difference between stamina and hit points, or whatever they call it in that. And your valor is a function of how wounded you are. So the more wounded you are, the less valor you have at the start of each combat, and a function of your metal. So if you're really worn down, and you're unwounded, you do 3 times your current metal. That's how many valor points you have before you go down. So there's a lot of really neat ideas that I think would be really fun in play. There's a wound mechanic that's really fucking cool. So our what do you call it? The permanent wounds we use in AD&D.
Yep.
So there's a lot of neat things that seem fun in that feel fun in motion. That would be things that would be developing over time. Yeah, you develop your skills the way you do in BRP, where you use them, you get tick it off, and you can try and raise them. But you also have directed advancements too, so you can customize your character in addition to just seeing them organically grow. And then the more advancements you get, the more recognition you get as a hero. And with that comes benefits and downsides. The more powerful you are, you'll make allies and patrons and whatnot that you can meet over the course of your travels, but you also draw the attention of chaos, who want to crush you and have Barak Barad and the other agents of chaos want to see the Zaharets fall again. So it's a great setting, interesting system, and so I'm really impressed with it. I'm looking forward to getting to the table. And Osprey I love how they're just throwing out these oddball ideas. What other publisher would be okay with putting out a deluxe-looking game set in the mythic, Paleolithic period?
Yeah.
Right? That's good on them.
What format is it, Kev? Is it big or little?
Little.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
that's right.
the same.
In comparison to, there's...
Yeah.
Yeah. I like these digest-size things. Honestly, it makes... makes it easier to read in bed, at least.
Yeah, they're like a funny size. They're a little bit bigger, but they're not as big. They're in between.
Yeah.
Romance and Paleomythic. Is it the same size as them then?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I got mine. Hold on.
Yeah. Because they do another size as well that's not quite.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. See, they do a slightly bigger size.
I want to get a book. I did get this book, Arlen.
Oh,
Which
cool.
book is that?
Came yesterday.
Nice. Yeah,
And this one that came yesterday.
nice.
Yeah, I got the Empire of the East also.
So
Oh, you did.
they do that size,
Ah.
which is in between again. So that's about.
Is that a RPG or is it a miniature game?
That's a skirmish game. It's called Ragnarok.
I wonder if they scale them to this type of game it is too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be interesting if you're looking on a shelf, at a glance you could tell what's an RPG, what's a miniature game, what's a whatever, right?
Yeah, so this
I don't
is this is basically the same size as their war game series, but hardback and thicker.
Yeah. Cool.
And I've also got Last Days and Horizon Wars. So this is the same size as Frostgrave, if anybody's got Frostgrave.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to get. I've got in my cart some other Osprey games because I've been impressed with both of the ones I've got so far, and I hear really good things about that Wuxia combat. One.
I like their board games as well. I like their board games. I've got most of them. I've got a light war game. God, what's it called now? I forget. It's World War II. So I've got it's a World War II. It's like a Normandy one. Undaunted it's called.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's Normandy, and then there's an African campaign, and it changes it up. It changes up the scale of it. So it keeps game mechanisms largely the same, but then you get involved with tank crews when you go to the Africa one, and it just plays with the scale a little bit in a clever way. I've got their they've got one called London. There's this hidden movement one where it's like Alien. You're trying to escape these aliens, and every player has got like a white clean booklet, and you all turn to the same map, and you plot where you think this alien thing is. It's a little bit like there's
Scotland Yard.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. I love Scotland Yard.
Yeah, and it's very cool. If you like Scotland Yard, that if you can get a few players, it needs a few players to work really well. But you're trying to get to an escape pod, but some of the escape pods have already gone, but you don't know they've gone until you get there.
That's awesome.
You get there and it's like, oh my god, I've got to get somewhere else quickly. So
this has been our segment of what do we buy this week and what do we like.
Yeah.
We do this every week anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so guys, you now face this strange dark gray door. What do you guys wish to do?
And it has like a slit in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it has that
Next to it, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing that we have that resembles that that would be able to fit into that space.
Anything we could look around the room to see. I mean, the tip of a spear, but
it's even narrower than that.
narrower than like a blade.
We may have missed something. Could have been in the bathroom of doom.
I think they call that Chekhov's shitter.
So this is the third act, so it's got to go off. So maybe we need to.
Damn right.
Does anybody have any means of trying to figure out a way to, picking this lock is what he's going to call it, but he knows it's really more intricate than that.
Yeah.
I assume nobody can do that.
Nope.
If an engineer, you don't have any kind of spell like a knock type of spell that can open things that are magically held.
Excuse me.
No, I have. What do I have left? I don't have a knock spell. I have basically my first level and 1 second level spell. So, shocking grasp and chill touch. We could try to short circuit it, but it had an electrical thing already, so that probably seems to be fine with with that type of energy.
And the door does not have one of the normal airlock, right?
No.
Okay.
Just a flat door.
Reagan, you're pretty far back there.
Yeah,
Probably not a bad idea.
She's looking at vents.
And the door.
Examine the control panel thing and see if there's any possibility that one of the levers or buttons or something might open the door.
I mean, I'll do two things. One, I'll just double check the door itself and around the door for any Atlantean writing, and then I'll head over to the control panel and look for something that might match that.
What you can find is that there are, if you're looking around too, it looks like on the wall, hidden in, there are 4. You're not sure what the material is, but it looks like it is some kind of. It's more reflective than what the steel around it is. And for Zanico, as you're sort of throwing switches, what you're noticing is that there's no change to the panel whatsoever. Almost as if, when when Kane was doing it before, it was easily able to, like, change things and whatever else. Whatever you do, whatever panel you hit, whatever thing you kick or whatnot, no apparent change seems to happen in here. Almost as if, like, whatever was responding to Kane's things before, that has been deactivated.
Or blown up.
And, Malo, there are 4 of these perfectly circular.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 4, 2 on each side of the door.
There's 4. There's 4 on the control panel as well.
Not on the control panel, right next to the door.
Okay. There's just okay. Yeah. I'm gonna point that out to the rest of the party. I do not know what these things do, but they clearly are different nature than the rest of the metal around the door. What shape? Do they form a shape? Like it's like a diamond?
2 on one side, 2 on the other, roughly where the height of a man's head would be.
Huh.
So, 5.5, or not 5.5, but like, 5'10" to around 6'2", somewhere in the middle there. So I guess 6 feet is what I'm saying. Jeez. Way to make it more complicated than it needs to be, Madison.
Jeez. Somewhere between 5'11" and 6'1".
Yeah, the average of
which is.
I mean, I will sense magic on those just to be thorough. See if I'm detecting anything. Assuming it's technology, but
no sorcery on there. No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'll just put my hand close up to one of them and to see if it actually reflects my hand.
I mean, you can see it in the same way that, like, darkened glass would, you can see a reflection of something on.
Okay. And then no effect that I notice when I put my hand close.
Not that you can tell, no.
Okay. This may be some mechanism. This may be some way to detect people entering. I'm not quite sure what these are. I don't know if anybody else has any thoughts.
I've got a couple of thoughts whilst this is all going on. Kane's just like looking around and he's looking up at the ceiling and looking at the floor, thinking, if you can't go through it, perhaps you can go under it or over it. So he's wondering, is there a floor, is there some floor joists? He's just thinking about his own understanding of construction. Is there maybe some floor joists and these square tiles are fixed to floor joists, and he maybe like poke up his hammer and tap on the ceiling and see if there's like a hollow sound.
What is it? Space drywall? Oh
yeah.
No, this it all seems to be made of that same very, very tough sky metal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, the easiest thing would be to have whatever item would open this door, assuming that this is some kind of keyhole that we're looking at, which we don't have. So I don't know how else, unless somebody has any other ideas how to try to open it.
I mean, I could smash it.
Yeah,
I could try and smash
we
it.
could. I mean, it can't hurt. I mean, I didn't say it can't hurt, but it could. But we can try to see if we can. I mean, obviously, he protected us for some reason, and he must have thought that we could get through it possibly some way. So
So is there one of the things I'm thinking about is I've seems like I'm trying to think of a way to think through what I understand about what's going on, but lightning magic and essentially electrical magic is certainly something that I'm familiar with without the technology, and I know that will be conducting in water. I wonder if there's a way to like pour out a water skin over the surface of the door and see if it sparks or makes any kind of sign of or just touch it and see if it shocks you, basically, because we know that seems to be tied to a lot of what's going on, right? There's been lightning playing over surfaces and shooting surfaces. Well, he got hurt by a lightning bolt, certainly, and yeah. So I guess I'll touch the door first, and then I'll ask if I should like maybe take out a water skin and try to like sprinkle some water on it and see if that does anything.
So you make your way up to the door, and you place your hand on it. It is cold. You can feel the warmth of your hand being sucked up by this strange metal. It's got an unusual texture to it. It feels different from the other sky metals you have touched thus far, but it does not shock you.
Doesn't shock me. Okay, so it seems like it was trapped originally, which probably would have been. I mean, I saw the big, arc out and stuff, but Does it have visible like hinges or anything?
None at all.
None at all. All right.
It is definitely separate. It is set into a door frame, the same as what the other doors have been, and it is a different material than what surrounds it. But there is no, apart from that slit in the side and those 4 glass, circles that Malo has discovered. There is nothing otherwise to indicate how you get this thing open.
Do the glass circles, by the way, look like they can? Are they fit into the metal in a way that looks like they could be depressed?
Not metal, to the side of it.
And do they look like they could be like? I mean, but do they look like they could be depressed into what they're
the seams?
Into the...
I mean, if they are, the seams would be just which is in keeping with much of the other, the degree of craftsmanship in this place. It would be incredibly perfect. Do you actually touch one of them?
I just want to look on the side first. Like, are they protruding?
No.
From the no, they're flush with a. Okay.
Yeah.
I will attempt to. I'll before I do it, I will say, you might want to back away. I'm going to touch one of these. Exactly.
I leave my sword to my...
I can cast like an Eldritch Shield on you, so at least you get a +2 bonus on your saving throw.
Okay, awesome. Nice.
If something happens.
Okay. All right, I will move up there, and I will just pick the lower right-hand one.
Okay.
So right-hand side, lower one.
Go to the lower right-hand one. Carefully touch it. It's cool to the touch as well. Does not seem to depress.
Kane's warming up in the background. He's getting some stretches.
It's like a what do you call it? Designated batter warming up. He's got 3 hammers in his hand.
Taking a few practice swings with the other hammer. He's got both hammers in his hand. He's just getting away.
And I don't notice any other chains either, like with this one or any of the other 3.
Not at all. No.
Okay. And how big around are they? What's the diameter approximately?
About
like 3 inches.
That.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe 2.5.
So they're sizable.
Yeah.
And they don't look like they were intended to be hidden, like very difficult to find.
Not at all. It's the age that has of this place that has concealed it, and no doubt like the smoke and whatever else the particulates that are drifting around in here just would have coated down on top of it. Reagan still remains hiding at the back of the room.
Well, you should stay there for one more second, Reagan, because I'm just gonna again, to be thorough, I will do the same with the other 3, kind of going in a counterclockwise direction.
Sure. Yeah, exactly same situation.
Okay. All right. So I had nothing harmful, but nothing helpful either.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what these are. I guess I turn to Kane, who's. I feel the wind from his hammer. Perhaps it's your turn to attempt to get us through this portal.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I'm going to work on the basis that where this slot is, I'm going to think of that as a keyhole.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that's the opening side.
Okay.
So that's the side I want to be hitting.
And are you using that hammer?
The hammer of opening things.
Okay. The thing that.
We haven't used this yet, so this is a voyage into the unknown. All I know is it will leave me depleted.
All right. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
It would collapse the building, though, won't it?
Yeah, this thing, that is a good point, is there is an enormous amount of machinery next to you, and you guys do have this is something that, to your knowledge, is designed to breach a castle gate. Or
Perfect!
If this material is as strong as you think, though, you did see the negative effect that the ray gun had on poorly treated technology upstairs, where it blew a hole in the roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Kane, do you want to start with a regular hammer strike, just in case you don't need that kind of?
Do I want to start? Do I want to start with that?
It's a
I don't
suggestion.
really want to start with that.
No, that's
the big gun. But...
I'll rephrase.
Okay. Do you consider it prudent that I start with a smaller hammer and work my way up?
Yes, I stand corrected in my terms. That is what I meant to say.
Yeah, all right then.
Okay.
If it's a lesser door, there's no point in expending all my energy.
Right.
I mean, my normal hammer is quite a fair old hammer anyway.
I suppose the other thing to bear in mind is you don't know what is beyond this door. So if you send that heavy door flying, it's unknown as to what will be affected on the far side.
That's fine.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll hit it with my workaday hammer.
Okay.
Save my castle breaching hammer.
Sure.
For now.
So you bring yourself up to the door. Everyone is positioned where they wish to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I want to try and get it. I want to try and get it in the middle where there's most potential flex. So I'll stay away from the corners.
You borrow Reagan's chalk. Line up.
That's it. Yeah.
You bring your hammer back. You put your full weight into it, and as it connects with the door, you lose all sensation in your arms. Give us a strength test, please.
Okay.
Nice. So the hammer doesn't go flying out of your hands, but it is a near thing. And
I'm like,
yeah, it's given almost no, there's no perceptible effect on the door. The feeling of the
Wow, it's a pretty strong door, fellas.
Seems so. And literally, there's not even a scratch on it, Kev. It's completely resistant to the...
Completely, there's been no indication of any thing.
Okay. What do you think, Kane?
You did make sure you went through the room and there was nothing that looks like it could fit into that slot.
There are places that we, have not explored, as Zanika pointed out. But in other, I think we were pretty thorough in all the chambers that we did enter.
Well, this chamber too, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we can search again. There's no reason we don't. We can definitely do that again. I mean, I'll take some time to look. I doubt it's going to be in here. I doubt he would.
There was
leave it there.
There was one other room you wanted to explore, weren't there?
There's another lab that we haven't explored down here. The Mnemotechnic, I think, is the one.
Right. Yeah.
Well, clearly this door's not about to go anywhere.
Unless you hit it with the other hammer.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to try out this hammer, but
I think maybe we should check the other rooms here as well.
We might as well check that other lab out since we're down here before trying that, just in case.
Yeah, there's some sort of like rather than the slot being a keyhole, if there's like an object that I guess I'll walk up and I'll take I've got one of the long swords from up top, and I'll take it and place the pommel against one of these things on the side and see if that is like if that helps at all.
Okay.
Doesn't.
So you're placing it next to which
to one of the side panels, the side
the
circle
glass things. Yeah.
It's like a key thing, and then I'll try it with the Atlantean PDW to take like the stock or something and put it against it and see if that has any connection.
Seems to have no effect on
I'm not sure there means we can try here.
Yeah. I think we should go check another room.
I think so as well at this point.
And if all else fails, Kane gets to knock down the tower.
Yeah. Yeah. So perhaps we should follow Zanico to that other lab.
Yeah, we can go to the other lab.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably not there, but we might as well check.
Yep.
I guess our last resort is take the hammer to it, huh?
Yeah.
Unless somebody can learn an ox spell soon. No, I can't.
Yeah, if there's some type of spell that might help.
Yes, Reagan did stay at the entrance the entire time.
Okay.
Yep.
And we haven't seen any of the smoke or fog or whatever coming out of the vents, have we? I guess I'll ask Reagan since she's the one who's been looking. You seen it?
Yeah, she's mainly. Yeah.
No one other than Reagan has one of the nests or cocoons, right?
Right.
Right.
Oh. Did we take the big one with us, or did we leave it?
I'm having a feeling like the DM is. Oh, okay.
We should have took it. I mean, if nobody's took it, I'll go back and get it.
No,
Yeah,
we took
I
no. I took
We
it.
came.
You took
Came down here for it.
So Reagan's carrying both the small one and the big one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to give the one to somebody else too. That way, we don't have all our eggs in one basket.
Do we want to go back and get the other one?
No. We have.
Reagan's carrying the other one as well.
Yeah, there's another one though as well, isn't there, from the beetle room?
Yep.
Or the fly. Yeah.
Yeah, there is that one more. So we could go back and get that. And we didn't try it on the door at all or anything.
No.
So we could do like I did with the sword, try to, press it against the door and see if that opens it. Although that seems like its effect is more related to beings than to right. It doesn't seem like its function is that of a key card at all, or a key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I
And
don't know.
we're
I'm
here-
happy to go back, and I can lead the way back to go get it if we want to go back and get the last one that we've seen.
Yeah, I'll
This is where I'm standing right here. This is the doorway into the lab that we have not explored.
Okay. So, if you are going to collect it, we don't need to move your tokens back in because there's nothing that's going to happen between then and now. Who is carrying? It sounds like Reagan has 2 of them. Who has the third?
She's happy to give one to Kane, for instance, or Malo, so that everybody has a separate one.
Yeah, we could spread them out.
I mean, I'll carry it, but it might get broken.
These things were quite tough, from what you saw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's made of that same Sky People material that a lot of the walls and whatnot seem to be made out of.
Is this last one larger, or smaller, or same size as one of?
This one is the same type of door that you guys have seen.
No, the egg.
It is comparable to the one found in the beetle room.
Okay, so we've got 2 big ones and 1 smaller one.
Yep.
All right.
Does anybody want to be holding one? If not, I'm happy to be one of the people who does.
I don't mind. I'll carry it if nobody wants to carry it, but
Yeah. So, so it sounds like
I feel like you guys should be. We're like frontline fighters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it does seem kind of like maybe Xanico should hold one of them so that Malo and Kane and Iphigenia can whack things.
Yep.
yeah, I'm not super interested in carting it around. I've got to say.
yeah, same here.
Yeah.
But I fight two-handed as well, so
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will take one, though I'm not super interested in carrying it.
And when you come to collect it, I'll shake this wooden box with the fly in as well, and I shake it super hard like this. Do you want to carry this as well? Look, this thing with a fly in.
I'm not particularly interested in carrying that at
It
all.
buzzes. It's getting really annoyed now. Look,
Yeah, they're not the only thing that's feeling like that.
did you want to carry it, Xanico? Because I think I'm just going to end up breaking it, or I'm probably just going to open it to see what it does otherwise. Or I can hold on to it. It's up to you.
Why don't you hold on to it and not open the box?
Well,
All right. So standing here,
maybe
Xanico, you think you can hear the sound of wind?
Yeah.
What do you wish to do?
I'm going to let Malo and Iphigenia do their thing and investigate the door.
This one does not appear to have any markings or runes on it.
All right. In which case, whoever wants to go, I think, can open it up, and we'll see what's inside.
And-
I'll do the honors of opening it.
all right. In 1, 2, 3.
Yes. I peer in. Looks like I see a door over here.
It seems like similar to those airlocks that you guys have passed through before.
Yeah,
Now that
so
now that the door is open, is the wind sound louder?
It is, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. So coming from the room.
so I see one door. Is that correct?
You
There we
only
go.
see the one door, correct?
Okay. I will examine this door to see if it has anything that might be harmful magically.
Nothing you can see.
Okay. All right. Ready, Kane?
ready.
All right, I'll open it.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
As you open the door, you are all hit with a gust of wind. I think Malo, Kane, and Iffy, would you kindly each give me a test of strength? Not a feat, a test. Success. Near thing for Malo. Oof.
Yep. I like grab onto the door, the wall.
Easy for Iffy. So the wind is powerful enough to have knocked a weaker man or woman to the ground, but it's dark in here as well too. And what you see ahead of you, Malo, is a wrought iron platform or something similar with a walkway along the side, and it drifts down. You can see it goes down into blackness below.
I can't see much in this chamber with the limited light that we have.
Yeah.
And it's incredibly windy, obviously.
Yep.
Is the wind swirling around or like a directional blast towards us all the time?
It's coming out towards you as if there's something. You can hear the roaring of something within as well.
Right.
Do we have a means of shedding more light on this chamber?
I don't think without actually going in. Zanico, looking through the kind of outer door, sees Mala holding on to stuff, makes sure all of his weapons are sheathed and that the safety's on his gun.
Yep. I
could fire a couple of blaster shots in there to light up the space a little bit.
Sure.
Well, Reagan has light. She could attempt to go in. Sorry.
Do you want to move up closer, Reagan, just to at least provide some light?
What was that, Carl? What was Carl saying? Sorry.
Sorry.
We have Malo and I have infravision.
Yeah, we would just need the people with
close one eye.
Light wait out here, and Malo and go in. Although then we're separated if there's something nasty.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with Reagan
Just
going
cast
in.
light. It's probably better.
But I assume I need to make a test of strength.
Yes, but if you're going to go into that the chamber in the middle there, yes, you do.
Yep. Okay. She'll go in, and test of strength is there. Yep.
See.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yep.
Okay. And so she's going to try to go into the room itself. So that's where she wants to go initially.
Yeah, give me 1 sec here.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe there's a vent we can close.
Yeah, switch the aircon off. The dial was to come in and just
Right.
turn it down.
Okay. So then, what? Oof. You can hear is the. You can hear in here. It's even louder, Reagan, and I think you can see off to your right there. It looks like there is some kind of panel similar to what you saw in that control room.
And she takes a quick look around just to make sure there's no immediate threat and moves in that direction.
Okay. Okay, so you start making your way over. Okay. Would you kindly give me a 1d6 roll? Reagan.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So, you're making your way over there. I imagine your attention, it's even stronger. The force of the wind is coming from directly in front of you.
Okay.
Your attention is focused on trying to hold on to the handle, which is why, unfortunately, you miss seeing something come out of the darkness. And what suddenly appears, and Malo, you can see this clearly, right in front of her, looks like this.
Uh-huh.
And
he's so cute.
As it appears right in front of... actually, where is it here? There is a terrific online resource that consolidates all the AD&D Second Edition monsters, and has references back to where you can find the monsters as well too. And I think this is actually the Planescape one that I do not have yet.
That does look like 2E art style, doesn't it? Not that there's a particularly cohesive style, but
this one's actually from Monsters of Faerun. It's Mike Kaluta, a guy who did like tons of did the Shadow. He's probably he's done a shit ton of stuff as well, but Magic cards and stuff like that. But the Shadow in particular, he did comics for that for quite a while.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's got that comic art style, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. And lots of like rendering with lots of little lines. I really like it. Okay, so this thing comes in, and then I need a save versus poison from Reagan, please.
Sure.
Ooh, 2 hits.
That doesn't sound good. Hold on a second. What's the sheet again? There it is.
Okay.
Save versus poison.
Yes, please. So I think it's death with poison bonuses.
Death with poison, and I don't believe I have any poison bonuses.
Okay.
So.
All right, so that's a failure. You want to spend Astonishing Fortune to succeed?
What do you guys think? I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So your DR will not protect against this stuff. You take 6 points of damage as its claws tear into you. It misses with its bite, fortunately. But what you see is its claws, as they go in and rend next to you, it seems as if they're going to stay inside your body.
Ew.
And then you pull yourself back, and it manages you manage to avoid that. Guys, round 1, everyone decide what they're going to do, and then please put in. You can hear Reagan shout from within there.
Kev, you know the sight on these rifle things?
Yes. Yep.
Are they night sights by any chance? Are they see in the dark or anything, or are they just regular optics?
I think it's the way that they describe them is I think it's like laser sights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where the red dot goes, ya bang. Okay. All right, so we got almost everyone in here. Okay. Excellent. So then, first up... Oh, here, we got to roll. Let's see here. Who... I can't remember. I think everyone was here last time. So we'll start... Robert, you're up first here. And you're the one most in peril. So, would you kindly beat my 1? Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
So, you guys are up first. Do we have anyone in melee? No. So, then it'll be this thing in melee. So we got 2 more claws on you. 1 of those hits. Reagan, you take another 3 points of damage. And I need another save versus death from you, please.
All right.
And
first.
That is its fangs hit as well. Nice. Success.
There we go.
Excellent. And then you take from its bite. And again, DR will not help with this, unfortunately. 4 points of damage.
So 7 total.
7 total, correct. And Malo, being alerted to this, you think you can see very briefly.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
There are more of these things in here.
Okay.
Then it is Missile Kane. You're up for Missile?
Yep. So, can I? So looking at the map, just between the door jam and the side of Marlow, have I got like a line of sight to that creature ahead of me?
So like right over here?
No, the other one across the bit. At 12 o'clock, well...
That one right there?
That one. Yeah.
I think if you lean out... Yeah. I'm fine. If you're using the...
I kind of like lean on the frame and...
Yeah, absolutely.
Get that laser sight onto it.
You got it.
Cool.
Get a bead on that fall. Now this is rate of fire 3. Right, so let's go.
Okay. Nice. All right, one of those hits.
Ooh.
Let's see how many hits. Okay. Let me add a hit dice thing here for you, or hit point bar. Let's see. All right, there you go. Now watch this. Oh, hold on, I hit the wrong thing. Let me move it down so I can access this. Boom.
Oh, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, I think is that everyone shooting first phase? Yep. Then we're on to magic. We got Malo and Iffy. What are you guys doing?
Go ahead, Iffy.
Yeah, I was going to cast Shocking Grasp and hold it.
Okay. Purple lightning goes over.
Yep.
We watched the that new trailer for the sequel to what's the name of that thing? It's that video game, that art house video game with the Viking girl who's got schizophrenia through it.
Hellblade?
Yeah, Senua. There's that sequel with that crazy metal thing, and I was telling my son, I'm like, this is the sound that Carl's character makes when she makes her music. All right, then it is Malo. What are you doing?
So I holding my scimitar in one hand, I extend my other hand, and a silvery flash of light streaks out and hits the target. It gets to make it's a brave enfeeblement. It gets to make a sorcery save.
Okay.
And it does have, you can apply defense adjustment if it's
Which
high
one?
enough deck.
Which one are you targeting?
Oh, sorry, the one next to Reagan.
Awesome. Okay. Yep. So it hits this thing squarely. So what is the effect of Brave Enfeeblement?
Okay, so it's -4 to its strength, and you reduce its your damage dice. I'm sorry, and I'll just put them in here so you'll know. And the bonuses are reduced as well.
Okay.
But so that's how
All
it
right.
goes. Die, it just goes down to die.
Okay.
And it's going to last 5 rounds, which I'll...
5 rounds. Okay, got it. Let me just... I'm going to cut and paste to one of the health bar here. All right. All right. Okay. Then it is... Oh, nice. Then it is moving for first phase. Who wants to move in the first phase?
Reagan is withdrawing, so that's half move, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Then
Unfortunately, that puts her nearer to the 2 coming down, but...
not much that can be done about that, though. All right. And looks like Xanaco's moving into the room.
Closer. Is that close enough to make a strength test?
It is. Yes, please.
All right, then I will make my strength test now. And fail.
Do you wish to spend Astonishing Fortune?
Yes.
I don't know. We might need it for saves against these things, guys.
That's true.
I don't know how useful I'm going to be. Well, what's the effect if I don't? I just go tumbling and
You'll tumble. You'll be prone and tumble 5 feet back.
okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to show everybody exactly how dangerous these winds are.
Wow! Boom.
Tumble 5 feet back.
Yep. Okay.
And be thankful that I put the safety on my gun before I tumbled.
Okay. So then it is. That's the end of phase 1. We're on to phase 2. I think these things are moving on phase 2. So you guys get to move first.
Okay, I'm going to wait for everybody else to move, so maybe she can get back out into a safer spot.
Okay. Well, I do have actually a melee here, I realize. Malo, what's your AC?
My current AC is 1.
I got a nat 20 on one of those claws. So I need
That's
this
gonna
save.
do it.
And hits with a bite. I need a
Death save.
Yeah, death save from you, please, too.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, so
Nice.
having seen what happened to Reagan, you prepare yourself, but you do take 1 point of damage. DR will not protect you, and the bite hits you as well, too, for 3 points of damage. DR will not protect.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
oh boy, I'm sorry, Reagan.
All right.
All right, nat 20. Oh, I gotta roll crits. Hold on.
Man,
I forgot there's
jeez.
crits in this game. Hold on.
Oh, that's right.
Malo,
That's right.
you take 2 more points of damage.
Okay.
That's not bad. Or as bad as it could be. You're only hit by
I'll
one
take
of the
it.
claws, Reagan, and you only take 3 points of damage total, including the crit.
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled terrible for the crit.
That's lucky.
And then the bite, and I need another save from you, please. Bite misses.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, where is it? Right first. There it is. Come on. Computer is very slow at the moment.
That's quite all right. It adds to the drama. I set it to dramatic timing purposes, so.
Why? Nothing's popping up on my character sheet. What's the roll? I have no modifiers to it.
Is there a pop-up for a modifier that's coming up? If you've got it popped out, you need to go back to the game, because it may prompt for modifiers.
No, because I haven't even clicked on it. My character sheet is just coming up blank. So it's just a D20.
Close your character sheet, open it up again.
Okay.
That happens sometimes in some of the... I had
It's
that.
closed. There it is. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thought it was closed. All right. Death.
Okay. You want to spend Astonishing Fortune?
What are we down to?
left.
3? We
Yeah.
got 3. Tell you what, I think it's more important for you guys to stay up, so I'm gonna let you guys save it. What do you think? I mean, the best I can do is give you like +1 to attacks and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I guess you have no healing at this point.
no healing. I mean, I can swing a hammer, but
I would say it's up to you. I would be fine with using it, but
Spend it, man. Spend it. We'll worry about
all right, spend it.
the others.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you once again managed to pull yourself back just in time. Part of your armor is torn away as this thing solidifies and yanks back bits of your armor that would have been inside your chest. Then it is, let's see here, no one else looks like anyone's doing anything interesting on the second phase, so just a move. Anyone want to move?
I can't.
Yeah, I can't move.
Okay. This thing will come flying in, and then it will stay there. These things are about the size of slightly bigger than a man's chest. So, like the mass, if a grown man kind of crouched up into a ball, that's the size of its central area, and its wings keeping it aloft. They seem undisturbed by the wind. The wind seems to be passing right through them. Okay, then if that's it, then guys, we're at the end of the round. We're on to round 2. Everyone write in what you're going to do.
So is the touch attack for the shocking grasp melee or magic? For
Melee.
you? Melee? Okay.
Yep. Casting it would have been during the magic phase. This would have been during melee, I think.
All right. You know what?
Excellent. Okay, guys. Then, Robert, beat my 3.
No.
All right. So we got these things. The Savage Smoke first. Malo,
Yep.
2 claws and you both hit. I need
Okay.
1 save from you.
Okay, here we go.
And you take...
Yeah.
Excellent.
God.
You take 4 points of damage. DR does not apply.
Right.
And the... Oh, Jesus, the bite hits as well. You take 4 points of damage from that. The other... Fuck, I hit with another claw. I've been rolling nothing but like 18s and 17s and 19s. One
And
more...
the claw, I need to set that saving throw.
One more damage and one more saving throw, please.
Okay. That's a failure. I think I better spend one because I think we're in trouble.
Okay. So it went, just like the others, you deke back and getting ready for your sword stroke. Then on Reagan, I get 1 hit, so I just need another save from you, please. 1 point of damage.
I didn't get the claw damage. That last claw.
Oh, last claw, 1.
Okay. Thank you.
There we go. And another save versus death.
Death, please. Yeah.
No.
Astonishing Fortune.
No. No.
Okay. So this thing's hand, one of its claws remains in you, and next round it's going to automatically do a significant amount of damage. You guys can see this position where it is. Now it's our heroes. So we have Iffy, Reagan, Malo, and Kane all on melee. Who wants to go first?
Yeah,
I'll
do.
Everybody wants to go. I love it.
Yeah, everyone wants to go first. Go ahead.
I'm going to shocking grasp the one to my left.
To your left.
That's attacking Malo.
Yep. Okay, let me just get check its hit points. Here.
I guess it doesn't do the to hit. I'll just roll a d20. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just roll a d20.
Please do.
Nope.
Oh
my God. You give.
Well, it doesn't go away. It just missed that.
Yeah. You give Malo an attaboy tap on the ass.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Okay.
It gets me active. I'm gonna...
Do I get? No, because it's not like a specialized weapon clearly, so I only get 1, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Attack. Yep. Okay.
I will take my 2 attacks on that same target that if he was trying to hit.
Okay. Please do.
AC 0 on the first one.
That's
not 20.
Okay, so 1 is a miss actually, but that second one is a solid hit. Go ahead and roll 1d6. Right. Come on,
4.
6. 4 is what? Times 2 damage?
Times 2.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Which one was it?
That was the second one. So, sorry. So that was the same one if you targeted, which is the one to the left.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
But this one's got the enfeeblement on it still.
So then, you tear through this. The serpent runes on your scimitar flare as it cuts through it. All right. Then it is.
Well, Reagan gets a shot. Sorry, I was distracted. My son came in.
That's okay. Go ahead.
So she will attack with the Great Hammer.
Okay.
The one directly in front of her that has its claws in her chest.
Does that Great Hammer have any enchantments in it?
I don't recall. I don't think so. This was originally Kane's Great Hammer.
Yeah, the one that his first one was a magic one, I thought.
Yeah, I think it's
2d6. Yeah.
Okay, so that is unfortunately a miss. The nat 1. Okay.
Yep. Anyway.
And then Kane, what are you doing?
So
I guess you're dropping your Atlantean blaster. When your hammer's out. So this is tricky because you're effectively having to attack around a corner.
Can I make a shove that thing back attack?
I think you need to be in there. So what you could do, remember, you can move through allies' squares. It's just that you're going to draw attacks of opportunity. So you could move into there if you like. It's just that you'll get those things will get a tax on you.
Although this one is enfeebled, so it'll be a lesser attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Okay. So does that mean I could step up to next to Reagan? Is that what we're saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Let me make my attacks of opportunity. I rolled a 3 and an 8. So those are misses. They do try and get at you. But you stand up next to Reagan, and you can see this thing disappears inside her chest. And you can see she's trying to pull herself back, but it's holding her in place. You can even hear its howling growls over the sound of the ambient wind.
Can I bat it across the head without damaging Reagan?
Most definitely, yep.
Then I shall do that with relish.
Here, in fact, look at this. Oop.
Nice.
Whoa there.
Nice.
Nat 20. So the first one is a miss, second one is a solid hit. Give us a 1d6 roll.
Yeah,
Plus 2. That's 15 points of damage, though. This incorporates much of this thing. Then... turn that down so scooch there. Okay. All right. I think, is that it for the melee attacks? Yep. Okay, so then we have on first phase, Zaniko, you're getting up?
I'm standing up. Can I grab Kane's blaster that was lying here while I stand up, or is that next?
Give me a dex check.
All right.
Yeah, let's see, 'cause I think it's being pushed back by the wind as well.
Test of dexterity.
Yep.
Hey.
Yep, you got
Nice.
it.
Yep.
Okay,
Cool.
and then as you get to your feet, give us another feat of strength.
Feat of strength. Test of strength, right?
Test
Not
of strength.
feet.
Yeah, not feet, not feet. Test. Nice.
Hey.
Right.
Just barely.
Okay. Then it is second phase is move. Because I don't think the only thing interesting happening this phase will be moves. If anyone wants to move, go ahead.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Do a hold. Yeah.
Okay.
So close. All right. So much will come from this next initiative roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then, guys. Reagan, you lost last turn.
Yep.
Comes to Kane. Colin. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round. Put it in, please.
I think. So if you withdraw into another square, you
You're
take
actually not going to be able to move. You are effectively grappled at this point.
Okay, and so and she can't defend, so, well, what the hell, we'll attempt to at least go down, right?
Okay. That seems like an appropriately sword and sorcery way to address the situation. Okay, then, guys. Colin, would you kindly beat my 3?
There you go.
Nice. All right, so melee is up first. Who wants to go first?
And Reagan, why not?
Okay.
Now that I have it open. There it is. That hammer go.
That is a hit,
Nice.
and it destroys it.
Perfect.
Great. She takes it. I assume the claw's gone as well, or is it
Yes.
still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, awesome.
She takes a deep breath.
The seed of a savage smoke is now planted in your lungs, but that is a problem for... I'm totally kidding. Then, who wants to go next on melee?
Iffy, do you want to try?
Sorry.
Go ahead. I'll wait to see which one.
Okay.
You know.
So I'll take my attack against the same target, which is this one here.
Okay.
I swing my scimitar. Nope.
Not good enough. Okay. Who's next? Iffy or Kane?
Oh god, yeah. Fine.
Okay.
Nah.
Solid hit. That's the one
Oh,
to the south there?
good. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Try and take that one off of Marlowe's back.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. And then Iffy.
All right. I think I can use the my hand axe to hit. Okay.
Oh, solid. And then how much damage? Is it 8 from the shocking grasp?
It's actually add 2 points to that. Actually, no, it's 1d8 plus 5. So I'll roll.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll. Come on. Nice.
10 points.
So,
Crit damage or shocking.
yep, electricity courses through this cloud like a storm cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, using cloud twice. George, you're free to steal that.
I probably got it.
It
already
drifted
got it
around
down.
like a cloud. That was a cloud.
Yep.
Then it is that it for our heroes? For melee? It appears to be. All right. So then, these things, let's see here. Kane, you hurt that one, so let's put some attention on you. 2 claws. Ooh. One of them, I hit an AC 1. Does that hit you? Yeah, okay. So, Kane, you take 3 points of damage. DR does not protect you on this, but then would you kindly give me a save versus death? And its bite is a miss, and on Malo, those spectral claws both miss, as does the bite. So this thing's going to get him, but you think you've got the tempo of this thing's attacks now. Then it is missile. Xanako.
I think if I step to here, I can see this one better, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then that reduces my attack rate, but that's okay. I'm just going to take 1 shot. And I'm using Kane, so it's got a +4 to hit.
Okay.
I roll a 1 to 3. I am sorry, Malo or Reagan. Or if also there.
That's understandable.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Make a morale save for these things.
That fires 3 rounds a turn.
Yeah, but I moved, so it's reduced.
Oh, okay. All right, man.
Okay.
Shot.
Morale's insane in these things. Holy smokes. Okay. So yeah, it's injured it, but it just makes it hungrier for the solid the breath within our living thing's lungs. Okay, then it is. Oh, and our save. Nice. Yep, death save for Kane. Fantastic. That's it for the critters and for the melee. We have nothing else interesting happening that first phase. Anything interesting happening second phase? You are free to move. Well, Reagan, you attack, so you can't withdraw now.
No.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, there's no point in, I was going to move, but I thought I would destroy it, but it's still up. So.
Okay. You can move. It will draw attacks of opportunity, but
No, I'm not going to move. I don't need to move.
don't need to move. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I assume this. I think my son was like bugging me while I was attempting to listen to the description. What is this up here? I assume it's a wall I can't go through.
It is a
or-
railing. It's a railing that leads over. You can't see where the bottom is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then he's not going to go over that.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna stay right where she is.
Okay. Sounds good. Then, one thing I need is give us a 3d6 roll.
Who, me?
Yes, please, Reagan. So aren't you one of the sources of light right now?
Yes.
Okay, so you're good. You've managed, in spite of the agonizing pain that you've experienced, you still have maintained your cantrip.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. Then, True, she killed a creature that was inside her chest, so definitely got her bona fides for, swords and sorcery now. I think that's the end of the round, guys.
Yeah.
So we're on to round 4. And then, everyone decide what you're doing.
Kane doesn't bother having to move afterwards. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
All right, guys. Then, Robert, would you kindly beat, or Kane, sorry, Colin, beat my 6, please.
He tied it.
Nice. So you guys are up first. Who wants to melee first?
I'll go for it.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is a favored round too.
Yeah. First misses.
Yeah, both. Neither of them managed to connect. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go. Yep.
Okay. Solid hit.
Boom!
Nice.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
That's gone. Yep.
Yep. So
The old 1-2.
and this thing just discorporates in an agonizing howl. Then Iffy.
Yep, I'm going to attack the one that's left, I guess.
Okay.
The one on Malo.
Yep. Just because of the
So with
angle.
the bastard sword.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a little bit of cover because of the angle you got. But go ahead.
Oh, can I?
You
There's
could-
no 5-foot step in this game, right?
No, I mean you can move half your moves. You could move 2 squares. It's just that you'll take an attack of opportunity then.
Yeah, just attack it.
Okay, go ahead. Solid hit. And that's actually enough. 1 is more than enough. So you electrify the thing and then bring that massive sword of yours down.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I would have to spend an attack to draw the sword and hack it.
Awesome. And with that, guys, the savage smoke appears to be dispelled.
Does the wind go away, or is the wind still there?
Wind is still there. What do you guys wish to do? There is that panel over there.
Yeah. Reagan rubs her chest, but then wants to go walk over to the panel where she was trying to go before.
Okay. So you make your way over there. There is a dial on there, and there are markings around, 5 different markings that appear to be in the same alphabet you've seen elsewhere in here.
And I don't recall if we made any progress in deciphering them or figuring out what any of them.
Malo, when you step up, you can see that the markings are in Atlantean.
Kane's got his head in between the two of them like this, looking at the panels. Push, turn the dial. He's going, turn.
The words
I
are...
thought you had your hand already.
Where the dial appears to be set right now is to storm. The other settings going counterclockwise from there are gale, breeze, draft, and off.
Okay. I'm going to turn it to off.
And with that, you hear first the wind die down.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear the sound of creaking, as if something metal turning on metal, but enormous. Like a siege engine would be an accompaniment.
Huh.
What do you guys wish to do?
Can we tell which direction that's coming from?
That's
Like
same
down below, or
as the source of the wind over in this direction.
okay.
You said, Kev, that over the railing we can't see how far down it is? No, just blackness. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, the platform that you're on, it seems to continue on for some distance to the west.
Yeah, we should try that. Go in that direction, I think.
Okay.
Go completely disheveled. All of the feathers kind of fall out of his headdress.
It's in his mouth.
Yep. We'll walk over and hand Kane back his Atlantean blaster rifle, and
Much obliged. What do you think? It's quite cool.
yeah, I think yours might have a little bit of, because yours has got the extra little flashy.
The doohickey on the top, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Should we head this direction? Out here?
Yeah, head down the platform.
That's as far as I can go before I start losing light.
I will come on.
Yep. Sorry. Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Wow. Huge chamber.
You can hear your footsteps are echoing across. This chamber's got to be enormous.
Huh.
Okay.
Oops.
I wonder how Shoed would fare in here. The wind on.
That's
I can't grab my guy all of a sudden. There. Maybe that'll work. Okay.
Got her?
There we go.
Okay.
Wow, this is...
So right
this
here,
is the end here.
there is a ladder over the edge. There's like a
Oh.
gate that can open, and then you can access a ladder, an iron wrought ladder or some kind of sky metal that leads down.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Should we go down?
I feel like we should.
Yep.
Definite.
I mean, this is pretty. It was warded, protected. Had another.
No, this isn't that room. Is it? No.
No.
That was the
Right.
with Cavaventian.
Yeah.
but we don't have a great way to handle that locked door, so it feels like a good way to go is to see what's down here.
So you make your way onto the ladder. It goes down about 30 feet before you hit a curved surface on the ground. Very slightly. Like it's only ever so slightly curved in towards the center.
Okay, so like a big dish. Like a dish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that? Yeah.
I'm walking over in this direction to try to see if
And you
another
can see
stop.
right in the middle of the room is where the low point is, and then it slowly curves up as well.
Interesting.
Is there a Well, I guess we aren't in the true middle of the room yet. Reagan's moving towards the middle.
Okay.
She's worried that there might be a hole for stuff to drink.
Have we got no healing stuff left?
Unless anybody has healing potions.
Potions, right?
Yeah, there might be some potions left, but
We've got. Don't we have
I,
a 1/3 left?
yep, I have a 1/3 left.
Okay. Do we
I've got
want
some.
that now before we? Because it seems like it's hard to use it in a fight. Is the thing.
True. Yeah. Who needs healing?
Reagan's pretty
probably
much-
Reagan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I suggest. That's
But I would
Yeah,
also,
so
I would also suggest Malo as well,
Yep.
so I could take one. Malo takes one.
well, I think I only have one.
I think we're
Oh.
trying to only use one so that we can preserve as many full ones as possible.
All right. So how much is
Yeah.
that one?
One
So
D8.
this is
Sorry, D8 plus one.
Yeah.
That works.
nice.
Okay.
You. All right. She nods her thanks, and
Okay.
so the area we're in now is it's like it's a bowl or
Very
are
slight
we?
concave. It doesn't. The low point runs similar. Like it's as if the length of it was curved down,
Okay.
but
So basically more like a inside
One
of a
like
cylinder.
cylinder versus a bowl.
yeah. You can
Okay.
picture yourself almost like as if you were inside some enormous cylinder,
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it seems to pinch in here.
Is there anything
Oh, look at that.
up?
So there is here, guys. What you see is an enormous fan that seems to fill the hole. This
Wow.
must have been the source of the wind.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what you can notice right on the nub of the hand, the sprocket or whatever, right in the center, or the axes, I guess, of the fan, there is another of those cocoons.
Oh, interesting.
The same size as the one that Reagan has been carrying for so long.
The little
Huh.
one.
It's a small one. Huh.
You guys can hear
Feet up though.
a voice coming from it. And it says,
that's interesting.
I'll see you in 2
See you in
weeks.
2 weeks.
So, guys, with that, let's award some XP because you guys definitely earned that today. All right. So, let's see here. Oh, no points of Astonishing Fortune left.
No, we used them all on that
Is
poison.
there one? Is there not
There's
one?
one, I think.
I think there's
Oh,
one.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe there's one. I'll double check that for you. But
Okay. All right.
yep, one left.
One left. Nice.
Thank Reagan for that extra 50.
Guys, including your 10% bonus for prime requisites, you guys are each earning today 3,311.
Oh, nice.
3311 for today.
Wow.
That might be a ding. Let's see.
I definitely made it.
Nice. Yeah, those things that you face, they are worth a good chunk of XP on account of their...
So what was that, 3,311?
Yeah, 3311.
Yeah, we're getting 6th now. I don't know what that
Sweet.
Okay. All right. So who dinged today?
Iphigenia did.
Nice.
And Reagan.
Reagan. Oh, nice. Okay, so remember on even levels, it's your half your hit dice rounded down. On odd levels, half your hit dice rounded up.
Okay.
And make sure you check your THAC0, check for new spells as well. And you can add your new health directly onto your character as both your max and current.
Okay.
Awesome. So then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 51 of the Reavers of Thule campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding this campaign, this game, or the session, then please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. You can also find a link in the description of the video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have channels dedicated to this campaign and every other campaign we run on the channel, as well as a ton of other great stuff, including finding a group, including advice on setting up and selecting between virtual tabletops, getting streaming setups done. A ton of great people, a ton of great conversations. You are more than welcome to join us over there. In addition, there is a link in the description of this video to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really terrific organization active in over 130 countries that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. And to date, so today is February 13, 2021. This year, we have already raised over $1,600 thanks to the generosity of the viewers and the players. And for every $25 that you donate between now and April 1st, 2021, you get one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other prizes in our first charity raffle. The grand prize is donated by our friends at Beadle & Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse, and that is a copy of Beadle & Grimm's Platinum Edition Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden, an amazing product that at retail would have got you, when they were still available, would have been $500 American. Now you can win it potentially for a $25 Canadian donation, and even if you don't win that amazing thing, and you can find a video on the channel that has full information about what is in that, what's in the silver edition. Beadle & Grimm have also given us a copy of the silver edition to raffle off as well. So if you don't win the platinum edition, you'll get a copy of the silver edition. If you don't win that, there's still other great things, including a chainmail dice bag made by Dave, who plays in this campaign, a dice tray, a wooden dice tray made by one of our other players, Andrew, or one of the prizes from the Dungeon Musings Red Bubble store. So there's t-shirts, posters, and some other cool stuff that you could win. And in addition to that, you also get a chance between now and April to vote for the charity games that we are running the channel. After a very close election, we had Savage Rifts come out for our first charity raffle or charity game. You also, with your dollars that you donate, the donors get a chance to help outfit our heroes on a dollar-for-dollar basis. So for the charity sessions, they get a chance to outfit the heroes with some extra stuff to help them deal with the bullshit that I will be throwing at them. So overall, you get a chance to win some amazing gaming stuff, a chance to participate in some cool stuff on the channel, and most importantly, a chance to help out some kids who could really use some help. So it's a wonderful way to participate and to do some good for some kids who could deal with it. Last thing I will say is a huge thank you to all of you who were able to join us today. So Robert, Colin, Arlen, Carl, and George, and of course, our thoughts and our hearts are with Will today. Will wasn't able to join us today. Will, we're all thinking about you and wishing nothing but best things for you and your family right now.
Yeah, man.
With that, we will bring this session to a close. So for those listening at home, if you're joining us during the current crisis, we do hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope that we've given you a couple of hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes keep getting themselves into in the Smoking Tower and Thule in general. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.